Greetings. How's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. Monday is the day that is ruled by the moon, and the moon is currently in Aries. The moon in Aries is the beginning. It's where our cycle begins again, always. Just like when the sun is in Aries, that's spring. So we are having our own internal spring right now because the moon is in Aries, and the moon rules our internal world. Our internal world is where we really create the foundation of our external world. Everything is as above, inside, as below. Happy Lunar Day. Hey, greetings everyone. So the moon is in Aries, and the sun is in the final week of being in Leo. So when the sun is in Leo and the moon is in Aries, they are both fire signs, so the energy is really highly creative. It's a very creative, energetic. And so what we have an opportunity to do here is the Leo sun is always about your creative self-expression. It's about your heart. It's about opening your heart. It's about creating and giving life to what is from within your heart. And Aries is the beginning. Aries is the baby. Aries is the warrior. It is what Aries means. What Aries really is this tremendous power to go from nothing to something. That's what Aries is. It's this ability to go from an ending to a beginning, from winter to spring, from night to day, that is what Aries is. So it is in this time when the sun is in Leo and now the moon is in Aries, we want to really get clear about, our new identity, who we're really stepping into, what we're really calling ourselves forward into. Because the sun has been opposing Saturn, and Saturn is like a jail keeper. It's like holding you down. It's saying, what are the purest aspects of your creativity? Let go of all the fluff, let go of all the stuff that doesn't mean anything, let go of all the stories, let go of trying to fit in, let go of trying to look good, and who are you really? What is really attempting to emerge through you? What is really wanting to come through you? If you didn't have a story on it, if you weren't thinking about money and what your needs are and all that, if it was in your purest childlike form, what would it be? What would it be? And that's the thing. Many of us, we get so distracted by everything else. At least I know that I do, right? Everything I'm saying, everything I always share is always just my own experience, right? So my story, I can get distracted by how things look and, my ego and what I think it should be, and how I can get distracted by all that shit. And really what I ask myself is, what is it in your purest form? And how do I come to that? Through my relationship to source energy. This is why I do the rituals. This is why I use the herbs. This is why I use the crystals. So I can keep myself purified energetically so that I can access the love. So I can access the love, which is the creative power, which is my relationship to source energy, which doesn't have anything to do with anything else except it. That's it. So with the moon is the inner world. The moon rules the mother. The mother creates the matter, right? Mother builds babies in the body, creates the matter. Your body is made out of matter, and the pattern is created by the father. The maternal is the mother. The paternal is the pattern, right? And so what we are working with today is the energy of Aries, where we're at the beginning. We're really beginning to cultivate our own inner world What are the materials that you are using for your inner world? What are the materials you're using to construct your inner world? Are you using fear and separation and chaos and worry and doubt and scarcity? Or are you using courage? Are you using peace and harmony? Are you using trust? What are you using to construct your inner world? And here's the thing is you have to do it you have to be consistent with it. Because in the world that we're in right now, which is the dark ages, we're at the final stages of our dark ages, you have to be consistent because the dark ages are grabbing everything in its path. So you have to be consistent to your relationship to the light so that you can actually be diligent and successful in getting your consciousness into a consistent way of relating to the truth of who you are. So, that's really it. This day is about being courageous. It's about stepping into new ways, stepping out of your old ways of being and trusting and getting clear about how you're erecting your inner world through how you are present. Really the thing to do with Aries is intention. So I want to invite you guys to join the 13 moons. This month we're going to be doing the work of the Virgo new moon and the Pisces full moon. The Virgo energy is about perfection, you guys. And here's the thing. Perfection is a really tricky thing because no one wants to, people are always like, I'm not perfect. Or I don't think I'm perfect. You are perfect. You are perfect. You gotta really fucking get that you really are perfect. You are made in the image and likeness of God, and there is a system within you. If your heart would stop beating, you don't understand the level of perfection that you really are connected to. And it is important that you begin to do that. So this next cycle is going to allow us to bring our conscious attention to the natural order of perfection as it is activated within us, as it beats your heart, as it breathes you, as you have a skeleton, as you have these organs and 7,000 trillion cells that are working on behalf. That is perfection, you guys. And to say that you are not perfect is a ridiculous statement. It really is. That's the ego's way of keeping you trapped in mediocrity and your needs not getting met and being separate from who you really are, because perfection is the core and the essence of everything in this universal planet. We would not be here for the billions of years if there was not a system that is working, and it is perfect. It never misses a beat. The sun, what it's doing, never stops. The moon, it never fucking stops. It is perfect. And for us to say, just so you know, I'm a Virgo, right? So I get really offended when I hear people say, I'm not perfect. I'm like, that's some bitch ass shit. They just are not willing to step in to the power that is within them that is absolutely perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And the longer you delay it, the longer you push it out there, the longer you deny it, the longer you live in the illusion that you are not made in the image and likeness of God, you will continue to generate smallness and fearfulness and scarcity. If you cannot stand in the perfection of this universe that is activated through you, then you don't deserve it. So, the moon cycle, it starts on the 19th. I think today is the 15th. You guys can start joining today. And we're going to be doing the work to cultivate the perfection of the universe that is within us. This is an aspect of your birthright. This is an aspect of who the divine created you to be. And if you don't activate it, you don't have access to it. So you can register in my link tree at my profile. That's right. You are perfect, ho. I love it. Yes. We are perfection. We are perfection. You cannot be otherwise. It is how it is. And everything that you go through is perfect. All the hard shit is perfect. All the stuff you wish you didn't, it's perfect. It's necessary. It's needed. Why? Because you're the co-creator. You're the creator of your reality. So anything that comes, it comes through your creation of it, because the system that we live in is perfect and we are creating within it, and it works the way it does because we are perfectly aligned to it. It creates what you want and what you don't want because it's perfect. It does not say, oh, we're going to only give her the stuff she really wants. And we're not going to. No, because it's perfect. It works just for the good and the bad because it's perfect. You have to get your awareness into where your energy wants to be so that you can understand the perfection of it. But it's perfect and it's working perfectly all the motherfucking time. It don't stop working perfectly. Just because you don't think you're perfect. It's still working perfectly, and you're creating the shit that makes you think that you're not perfect because that's what you think, because it's perfect. Oh my God, I love it so much. I love it so much. It's perfect, and you are perfect, and all of your creations are perfect, even if you don't believe that they are. They are. So this new class starts on the 19th. We're going to be doing the work of the new moon in Virgo and the full moon in Pisces. This is the energy of bringing your subconscious, your truest desires into the 3D reality. This is what you if you don't do the work, if you don't plan, I want y'all to understand something, right? If you don't know what questions to ask the universe, your answers, you'll never get the answers. You have to know how to question the universe. You have to know how to ask the question, because your mouth is not the mouth. The universe is not listening to your mouth. The universe is listening to your energy. And so you have to know, what is the universe saying? So this cycle coming, the universe, once a year, the universe is going to be with the new moon in Virgo once a year. So if you want to do the fucking Virgo work that everybody needs to do in order to speak to the universe through this frequency, you do it when the sun is in Virgo, and you do the rituals for that energy, because the universe is going to hear that frequency. That is a frequency that you are generating. And when you align to the frequency of the energy where the sun is and the new moon is, then you send your vibrational frequency and alignment to the universe, and then the universe brings you your shit. Do you fucking understand how this shit works? All that bullshit we've been taught, it's bullshit, you guys. What I'm trying to tell you is that if you're not creating the frequency and the signal, you're being ignored. Or it's not that you're being ignored, you're generating what you have in your life because you're not in alignment with the universe. So if you want to get in alignment with the universe, join this class. We're going to be doing the rituals, the practices, the tools, and I'm there on a daily basis having the conversation to help you understand yourself, not to understand me, because this is not fucking about me. I'm fucking nothing. I'm here for now. One day, somebody else is going to be doing this work. This is not about me. This is not about you liking me. This is not about none of that. This is about you and your connection to the cosmology. It just so happens that I am the person who teaches it, because the universe spoke to me and told me to do it. And I was obedient and I listened because I had to. I didn't have a choice but to listen. The universe said, build this, do these classes, teach this, so people can start to learn how to speak appropriately, so we can hear, so that they know, because your frequency has to match what it is that you desire. You can, if you say you want a new car, if your frequency doesn't match the new car, you can't have the new car. You can't just be like, I want the new car. And if you get out there trying to work hard, it doesn't work that way. Because if you're trying to do it externally, you're doing it from scarcity. You have to do it from inside. So, come and take the classes. I teach this stuff. Let me tell you guys, I have been teaching this stuff for about 6 years. More probably. And what I want you to know is that the level of magic that comes from the classes, that because you start to organize your consciousness and begin to recognize how you are creating your reality. Like, you are creating it whether you think so or not, because we are creators. We are made in the image and likeness of God. What does that mean? It means you are a creator. That's what it means to be made in the image and likeness of God. You are a creator. So everything you're doing is creative. Why? Because we live in an energetic based system. Energy is creative constantly, all time, at all times. So you have to begin to learn how your creative powers work. How do they work? What are the thoughts? And the classes that I teach help you to see your creative power. You need to be able to see it. Oh, I thought that and that happened. I did that and that happened. My mother told me this and this is what this is. You have to be able to put that shit together. Because if you can't put it together, nobody else can. It's only you, right? And here's the thing, we don't remember most of the stuff. So the moon work helps you tap into your memory. The moon work helps you tap into your inner world. It helps you feel. It helps you go into your subconscious. You need that. You need to be able to access your subconscious. I am the one who has been teaching people how to do that. There are others. You can go. I think, what's the other man's name? The white man. I can't think of his name. But there are other ways to do it. But the way that I do it is fun. It's magical. And the magic starts to happen. What happens is your life just starts to become this thing where you can think things and then they just come. They just show up. Like, I can think, oh, I need an air filter. And I talk to my girlfriend and she's like, oh, somebody is about to give away an air filter in my apartment. Do you need it? Oh, yes. Oh, I need this. And I think something, I want to live over here. And then I go on my app and there's an apartment available right over there where I want to live. Because you have to clear away the debris. You have to clear away the debris. You have to begin to do the work in alignment with the cosmology, because your frequency lined up with the cosmology opens up the gates of your creations and things that start to come to you easily. But you got to get out of the way. All right, you all. Holistic Shine. Holistic Shine. Are you interested in coming and having a conversation about the moon work? If you're here, just say yes or no. Because I really want somebody to talk about how the moon work works. And if you don't want to, that's fine. It's okay. Somebody who's in the moon work to talk about how they benefit from it. And I think Holistic Shine, you're there. Anybody else in the moon work that can talk about it? Okay, well, so anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll see you all there. I'm very excited for this next cycle coming, because one of the things that I see in the astrology that is so powerful, like the astrological things that we have going on now, no humans have ever lived through. Okay, thank you. Let me know which day you are. Yes, no humans have ever lived through this astrological energy. And so because of that, we have the ability to become different than any humans have ever been. We have the abilities to start to wake up to what our consciousness can do, because we are in new astrological territory. But if we don't try it, if we don't begin to play with it, and we'll never know. We have to actually begin to pretend and try and play, and does this work and this work and this work, and so that we can actually begin to experience it. Otherwise, The world that we're in will keep us in the same old loops, right? It'll keep us not having enough. I'm sick. Somebody got cancer. Somebody got shot by the police. It'll keep you stuck in that stuff, and you will never loop out of it. So you have to get yourself in a new consciousness environment so that you can begin to use the work. Absolutely. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. Have a really beautiful day. Talk to you later.